Introductions taking place here in Indianapolis with the Norwell Knights set to take on the Center Grove Trojans. Appreciate you being a part of this and joining us for our high school championship coverage. Don't forget to go to your social media accounts and spread the word. Make sure to let people know that Norwell Center Grove can be heard not only on 1380 The Fan AM, but 100.9 FM in the Fort Wayne area. Also, worldwide, we are available on the stream. You can listen at 1380thefan.com or on the 1380 The Fan app. The Norwell Lady Knights are going to be the home team. They will wear white uniforms with navy blue and the gold numbers with the dark blue trim. Norwell will go left to right as we see it in the first half. For the Center Grove Trojans, it's red numbers on black jerseys. They will have a thin white outline around the number. And the Trojans will go right to left. Once again, the starters for Center Grove, it'll be Tapak, Jen, Gilliard, Pierce, and Wagner. For the Knights, they'll send out Norris, Waldman, Green, Salfrank, and Rossworm. Grayson Gilliard is going to be the one jumping it up for Center Grove, going up against Olivia Green. Ready to go in the Class 4A state championship game. We're underway, and the tip controlled by Center Grove. They go right down low to Grayson Gilliard, who powers to the basket, missed from in close. Now a scrum for the rebound and a tie-up. And the arrow will give it to Norwell. No hesitation. They went right at Norwell defensively, getting the ball into the hands of Grayson Gilliard, their 25.7 points per game scorer on the very first possession. But Norwell comes up with a stop. Now it's Rossworm on the right wing, where Waldman hands it off to Salfrank to Rossworm. Rossworm all the way around the arc, right to left. Now circles back to the right. Now will turn and go back to the left. On the wing to Norris. Norris centers the floor. Addie Norris to the foul line. Spins down the right side of the lane. Lost her balance. Went to the deck. Tries to get it to Rossworm. Rossworm muscles it away and finds Waldman. Now Waldman into the corner, where it is Salfrank up top to Rossworm. Shot fake, and Rossworm will drive and throw up a shot on the run, and she'll be going to the free throw line. A foul on Center Grove. And Vanessa Rossworm, an 81% free throw shooter, has a chance to score the first points of the ball game. "53 seconds in, and the first free throw for Rossworm is nothing but the bottom of the cup. Second free throw's up and good. Just barely moved the twine on either free throw. A 2-0 Norwell lead. Now the undefeated Center Grove Trojans. Front court ball knocked away from Gilliard. Got it back. Gilliard will drive. Now kick it outside. Pressure defense by Norwell with Rossworm playing the top of the zone. They go on the wing to Gilliard. And a bad pass, and it's going to be stolen by Rossworm. Here comes Norwell, left to right. Rossworm, lead past Norris. A shot fake, a drive, a good dish off to Green, and Green went up and got fouled down low, and it's the second foul against Center Grove, and the second time that Norwell will be going to the free throw line. Really nice drive and dish down low to Olivia Green, a 58% free throw shooter, a 5'11 junior. And it's perfect. 3-0 Norwell. Green averages 3.4 points per game. Red hair and a ponytail. She fires, and she got it. Norwell, a hot start at the free throw line. A perfect 4 for 4 to get it started. It's 4-0 Norwell Knights. 6.5 minutes left first quarter. On the perimeter, Tapak. Gilliard, top of the key, sends it near wing to Pierce. Pierce pounded by Salfrank, and they're going to say Salfrank got too close and commits the foul. Norwell fans behind me and to my left not exactly agreeing with that particular call. It's first foul against Norwell, and the first on Macy Salfrank. Salfrank, a 5'9" senior. Gilliard sends it on the wing. No shot there. Now it's up top to Tapak. Tapak had the ball stripped away. Norwell comes away with another steal, and it's in the hands of Rossworm. Rossworm, top of the key, unguarded. 3 on the way. Left it short. Rebound goes to Norwell. Down low. Put back no good by Waldman. And this rebound goes to Center Grove. Gilliard at the foul line. All the way to the far wing. Now up top to Tapak to Gilliard. Left alone. Top of the key. And it's short. Rebound to Rossworm. And Rossworm wants to hurry it in the front court. Dribbles with the left hand. Sends it on the wing. Now it's up top to Norris. Norris will drive. Baseline pass to Waldman. Waldman takes it all the way across and up top and gives to Rossworm. Now Rossworm. Crossover top of the key, and poking it away was Gilliard. She stole it from Rossworm. Now it's one-on-one. Gilliard to the basket. Rossworm blocked the layup, but it goes right to Center Grove, and Tapak lays it in. Now Waldman ahead of the field. She drives, and as she picks up the defense, she finds Olivia Green across the lane for the layup. 6-2, Norwell. Now Center Grove, front court. Sprong, Tapak, back to Sprong. They go down low. A pass deflected in the lane, but Gilliard made the catch and lays it in. First bucket for Grayson Gilliard. 6-4 game. 2-point lead for Norwell, who has the basketball in the front court. Salfrank on the wing. It's Waldman. Got a three! Ashley Waldman, 36% from distance, and she gives Norwell a 9-4 lead. Now Gilliard in the middle of the lane. Pull-up jumper. Got it to roll in. 9-6. Norwell front court. Around the arc, it's Waldman. Waldman from up top. Takes it left side of the lane and then flips it out on the wing to Salfrank. Salfrank cut off, but that's a reach-in foul called on Center Grove. Grayson Gilliard picks up her first foul. Substitutions off of the Norwell bench as Eric Thornton wants to get his bench players some early time on the court, probably just to relieve maybe any early nerves. Jada Dale is in, and Bella Swineford also into the game. Dale inbounds. Rossworm down low, back outside. Dale's three. Count it! Instant offense off of the Norwell bench. 12-6. Norwell with a couple of triples early to double up on Center Grove. 3:50. Clock runs opening quarter. Tapak. Gilliard has it, top of the key, will dribble into the lane and then send it out on the wing where it's Sprong for three. No good. Rossworm pulls down the rebound, but she pulled it right into Tapak, who tied her up, and Center Grove will get the basketball. It brings us to a media timeout here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse with 3:40 remaining. Opening quarter. Norwell 12. Center Grove 6. This is high school basketball, the Class 4A state championship, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Center Grove to inbound with 3:40 remaining in our opening quarter. A 12-6 Norwell lead. Inbound. Sprong goes in the corner. Tapak fires. Left-handed threes, an air ball. Tipped around under the basket. Goes to the hands of Gilliard. Passes across the lane. It's deflected, but it makes its way to Haley Wagner for the layup. 12-8 score. Norwell fires, and it's Rossworm from distance. Vanessa Rossworm, a triple. The third three of the game for Norwell. And a delay of game warning is going to be given to the Norwell Lady Knights. Can't touch the ball once it goes through the basket. Rossworm makes it a 15-8 Norwell lead. 5 for Rossworm. And triples from Waldman and Dale to go along with the 3 from Rossworm as Norwell has come out and hit 3 of their first 4 long range. There's a 3 missed by Center Grove. They're now 0 for 3 from distance. Sprong missed it from the right wing, and Norwell in the front court. Rossworm will take it left wing. Give it off to Saul Frank. Driving, kicking, Norris. Right baseline, tripped up, and that's a foul as Norris goes to the deck. Foul called on Center Grove, and that's going to be the 3rd team foul against the Trojans. Mackenzie Pierce guilty of this one, her first. 2:49 remains, quarter number 1. 15-8, Norwell leads. Rossworm near sideline, swings it up top, bad pass. Dale has to chase it down, catches it right at the timeline, then gets it to Norris on the left wing. Up top to Saul Frank from the arc. Norris right wing. Norris goes to the baseline, cut off, back up top to Rossworm. Here goes Vanessa Rossworm, top of the key, backing down at the elbow, down to the low block, turns, faces, throws it up with the right hand, a wild shot that's not very close, and the rebound goes to Center Grove. Front court, Tapak. Tapak lost the handle of it, and it's tied up near midcourt. The arrow points to Norwell. Norwell takes over the basketball, leading 15-8 with 2:14 on the clock in the first quarter. Rossworm runs the point, bounces it high post to Swineford. Swineford, one bounce, hands it off to Saul Frank. Saul Frank around the arc, left to right. Stops at the right wing, centers the floor, gives to Rossworm, and it goes off Rossworm's knee and goes out of bounds. A turnover for the Norwell Lady Knights. Norwell turns it over for the 3rd time already in the game. Center Grove front court. Tapak on the wing. Pierce down low. Good post entry to Wagner. And as she goes up, she gets fouled down by the basket. And Haley Wagner, a 5'11 sophomore at 8 points per game, 63% free throw shooter, will shoot twice. Try to cut into the 7-point Norwell lead. Free throw 1 is, it's good. In and out, and then back in again. It's the 2nd point for Wagner, or 3rd point. And now she misses the 2nd. Norwell gets the rebound. 15-9. Rossworm at the elbow. Wants to back down. Goes outside to Dale. Dale dribbles to the left and then hands on the wing to Saul Frank. Around left to right. Now spins back toward the middle of the floor and gives outside to Rossworm. Rossworm does a lot of the same. Backs down. A pass outside to Saul Frank. Corner that goes to Dale. Dale, the crossover from up top. Dribbles down low. Stops up top to Rossworm. Wanted to take a step back 3. Didn't. Gives to Norris. Now Dale toward the corner. Dribbles up the sideline. Turns and faces from the top of the key. Dribbles right wing. Outside it goes to Saul Frank. We're down to 56 seconds. Dale to Rossworm. Norwell leading at 15-9. And now Rossworm. Crossover. Lost the handle. Tried to get it back. A scrum on the deck and a tie-up will give it to Center Grove. Another giveaway for Norwell. That is the 4th turnover for Norwell, all of them from Vanessa Rossworm. Not a tip. Hilliard to Tapak. Left wing it goes. Where a pass by Pierce up top to Gilliard. A no-look pass. Sprong. And then Sprong tries to throw it underneath and had it intercepted. Good job by Olivia Green to step in and steal the ball away. A lot of turnovers here by both teams. Backing down, Waldman. Bounces it outside to Rossworm. Rossworm takes it around to the right side of the lane. Picks up the dribble. Gives it outside to Saul Frank. Her first look at a 3 is no good. And the rebound goes to Center Grove. Tapak in the corner. Pierce had it deflect. Norris went up and contested the pass. and may have got a finger on it because it went then off the fingers of Pierce out of bounds, and Center Grove turns it over. Now it's Rossworm, and Rossworm traveled before the clock at 0, so it's no good. And it sends the teams to the end of the first quarter break. Norwell leads at 15-9. A sloppy first quarter for both teams. Kind of shaking off some nerves maybe a little bit here early. Second quarter comes up next. It's the Class 4A state championship game on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Norwell leads at 15-9 after one quarter of play. The Knights trying to win their 13th straight game and finish off a back-to-back with 3A last year, 4A this year. Meanwhile, they're trying to hand Center Grove their first loss of the season. Center Grove 28-0 and ranked number 2 in the final poll in Class 4A in the state of Indiana. By the way, recognizing our officials, P.J. Pitts, Rob Couch, and Danny Torok are the three officials that are working the state championship game. We saw Bryce Benton, Tim Cartwright, and Sean Heron in the first game. Norwell will start second quarter with the basketball. Addie Norris will inbound midcourt. 15-9, Norwell leads. And the inbound to Rossworm in the backcourt. Norris, right wing to Waldman. Salfrank between the rings, hands it off to Rossworm. Rossworm cut off at the elbow, outside to Salfrank. Salfrank can't beat her man and had it poked away, and another turnover for Norwell. And then a reach-in foul is called on Addie Norris. Gilliard came away with it. Norris had to reach up and foul. And so Norris picks up her second foul and has to go sit down. Into the game for Norwell, it is Jada Dale returning. Here's Gilliard for Center Grove. Pass to the wing deflected. It gets to Pierce. Now a double team, but up top, Tapak saves her. Tapak throws across to the left. Gilliard will dribble into the lane. Send it to the corner. A three on the way. No good. Long rebound. Tapak of Center Grove. Up top, Gilliard. Extra pass on the wing. Pierce. Baseline comes right back to Pierce. Up top, it's rotated right side to Tapak. All the way up top where Mia Mann has come into the game. Now it's Gilliard. Gilliard will drive into the heart of that zone defense. Be quadruple team. The ball stripped away. She got it back. Mann in the corner to Pierce. 3-ball good. Mackenzie Pierce. 36% from three, and when Norwell collapsed into the middle of the zone, it left the shooter open. And it's a 15-12 game. Now Rossworm dribbles across the perimeter, right, and then takes it left. Salfrank corner to Jada Dale. Dale, hounded by Gilliard, gives it up to Rossworm. Rossworm will dribble. Look for the edge, can't get it. Outside to Waldman. Waldman down the left side of the lane, all the way into the basket. Kicks it out to Rossworm, and Rossworm stepped on the sideline. They did take one of the turnovers away from Rossworm. They had her for 4. She actually now officially has 3. 6:03, clock running. Quarter number 2, a 3-point lead for Norwell. Gilliard gives it up to Tapak for the tie. Got it! Lilia Tapak, a 3-ball that knocks us up at 15 apiece. Now around the perimeter, Waldman. Norwell continues to try to dribble to create space. And how about that? There's some space for Macy Saltrank, and she hits a 3 of her own. 18-15, Norwell back on top. Tapak, foul line, out to the sideline, where now it's up top, back to Tapak. Tapak double teamed, and a reach-in foul. Saltrank reaches in and picks up her second foul. or first foul. That's the first on Salfrank. Center Grove inbounds it with 5:15 now to play in the quarter. Gilliard, Tapak, another three on the way, and that's an air ball grabbed underneath by Norwell. In the front court, Jada Dale takes it to the right wing, gives to Waldman. Waldman back to Dale. Dale comes out of the corner, and as she spins, almost poked away, but finds Waldman. Three, good! Norwell, unbelievable from three. They've hit 5 of their first 7 from beyond the arc. Gilliard up top. 6-point lead for the Knights. And a pass deflected, stolen. And here comes Norwell with Rossworm. Down the lane to the basket. Scooped it up. No, didn't get it. And they say it was before the shot she got fouled. The foul on Center Grove came before the shot. It's on Mackenzie Pierce of Center Grove. That's her second. Into the game, Norwell will sub in. Haley Williamson checks in. Inbound, Rossworm, and she has a 5 count. Can't get the ball in. Norwell turns it over again. It has been a serious problem for the Knights so far tonight. Turn it over for the 7th time. In the corner, Pierce up top. Gilliard, pull-up jumper from the foul line, and they call Rossworm for a foul. Gilliard got an angle on Rossworm. Rossworm tried to block it from the side. And they say that she caught part of Gilliard's hand. And so Grayson Gilliard, a 74% free throw shooter, to shoot 2 for the Trojans. And the first one good. Gilliard's 5th point, 21-16. We've got 4:17 left in the second quarter. Gilliard will be heading to college next year at Davidson. Second one also good for Gilliard. 21-17. Norwell 4-point advantage. Rossworm on the dribble from the logo. Takes it right on the wing to Waldman. Waldman will drive down the left side of the lane, come to a jump stop, and then throw the pass to no one. It goes to Gilliard, and another turnover for Norwell, their 8th. Gilliard drives to the basket. Offensive foul on Grayson Gilliard. She's not happy with the call. Center Grove fans not happy with the call. But Gilliard picks up her 2nd foul with 3:55 still left here in the first half. 21-17. It is Norwell leading it over the Center Grove Trojans. 3:55 to play before halftime. You're listening to the Class 4A State Championship game on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Norwell leads it 21-17 in the Class 4A State Championship game. Knights in the front court. Rossworm around the arc. Salfrank now to Waldman, top of the key. Waldman dribbles right, gives to Salfrank. She fires a 3, missed it off to the right. Swineford got the rebound, but then rushed the follow and missed it badly. And Bella Swineford comes up empty. 21-17, now Center Grove. At the foul line, it goes to Wagner. Outside Sprong to Tapax. Won't take the 3. Gives to Gilliard. Gilliard from the left wing. Pulls up mid-range. No good. Offensive rebound to Wagner. She'll send it outside. Sprong fires and missed the 3. This rebound tipped to the corner. Waldman chases it, trying to save it. Can't get to it. And it stays Center Grove basketball near the corner. 3:04 left. Second quarter. 21-17 Norwell. Gilliard out to midcourt. Gilliard gets it around Rossworm to Tapak. On the wing to Sprong. Sprong up top to Tapak, back to Sprong right wing. And a pass, it's blocked right back at her by Salfrank, but goes out of bounds. Right at the Norwell bench. Center Grove to inbound with 2:48 to play in the second quarter, 21-17. Norwell by 4. Tapak, high half court, come out and double her. That's Rossworm and Salfrank with a double team, and they find Wagner. Long skip, Sprong to Tapak, firing a three, and a foul is called on the three-point shot against Rossworm. She got her. Reached for that three-pointer and caught her on the arm, and Tapak will shoot 3 free throws. She is a 79% free throw shooter. The first one good. Chance to close this to a 1-point Norwell lead. 21-18. 2 more free throws coming for Lilia Tapak. Got the second. Tapak now with 7 points. Looks for her 8th point. Left-handed shooter. Got all 3. It is down to 1, 21-20. Norwell with the slimmest of advantages. Rossworm brings it front court. Ross off of a Salfrank screen. Rossworm again dribbles into traffic, got double teamed, and a reach-in foul's called against Center Grove. And the Center Grove fans not at all happy about that foul call. They thought they got ball. And I'm not so sure they don't have an argument. But Norwell will have the ball out of bounds. That is the 3rd foul on the Trojans. Rossworm. Step through, shot, no good. Swineford, offensive rebound, had it tipped away. And now a scrum and a big battle for the basketball between Swineford and Hannah Jin. It's a tie-up. The arrow gives it to Center Grove, and the Trojans are going to have a chance to take the lead. We have not had a lead change in this basketball game. It's been all Norwell on top. But Center Grove with a chance to get their first advantage with 2:17 to play in the first half. 21-20. Front court. It is Jin giving it up to Tapak on the wing. Sprong. Pass down low, and cutting into the passing lane was Swineford, knocking it away. It goes out of bounds under the basket, and Center Grove will set up an inbound play. 4 across at the foul line, and here's the inbound. It's up top to Gilliard. Gilliard to Tapak. Tapak cut off at the elbow, poked away. Tapak chases it down, and Gilliard's open. A three-pointer, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Jin is inside Swineford to get the rebound, and then Swineford called for a foul. Norwell didn't box out, and now Center Grove will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 1:51 on the clock in the second quarter. And it's going to be a chance for Center Grove to get the advantage for the first time in the ball game. Hannah Jin is a 5'7" senior, only a 54% free throw shooter on the season. Averages 0.5 points per game, a left-handed shooter. Shooting 2. First one good. Nothing but net from Jin, and we're tied up. It's our second tie. We were tied 2-2. Looking for the first Center Grove lead of the ball game. Senior Hannah Jin eyes it, fires it. Center Grove's on top. 22-21. Now Norwell, left to right. Rossworm on the dribble. Will dribble it to the right. Give it off to Waldman. To Rossworm. Rossworm backing down in the lane. Will go up, put it over the left hand, and get it off the window and contact. Vanessa Rossworm, a chance at a three-point play. Grayson Gilliard right back into the game for Center Grove. And now Norwell back on top, 23-22. And Rossworm, an 81% free throw shooter, to try to tack one on at the free throw line. No good. It's strong, but the rebound tipped out by Green to Rossworm, and Rossworm bodies into the defender and gets a whistle. 2 free throws for Rossworm, and the foul is on Mackenzie Pierce of Center Grove. She picks up her 3rd first-half foul. Rossworm at the line, and she's good on that one. 24-22. Rossworm will look to make it a 3-point advantage. Got it. Rattled it home. Made both free throws on that trip. And it's 25-22. Norwell, we're at the last minute and a half of the second quarter. Gilliard in the lane. Pass to the wing, and it's deflected and stolen by Macy Salfrank of Norwell. To Waldman. Rossworm, she wanted to set up and shoot the 3. It would have been about a 28-footer, and so she thought better of it, and when she put the ball to the deck, her feet shuffled, and another turnover for Rossworm. 5 turnovers in the first half for the Norwell Star. Gilliard splits defenders, stops at the foul line, outside to Sprong, up top to Tapak. Tapak, outside Gilliard, extra pass to Sprong, now it's up top to Gilliard to Tapak. Long pass down low, and again Salfrank goes up and intercepts. Salfrank, Rossworm, head and shoulder fake, dribble baseline, outside Salfrank, and Salfrank threw it away. Now it's a breakaway for Wagner, and she gets fouled by Jada Dale as she started to lose her balance. She fell into Dale, but they call the foul on Jada Dale. It'll be 2 free throws. And the fans just saw the replay, and you can tell Norwell fans not happy with that call. Haley Wagner is a 63% free throw shooter with 38.4 seconds left in the second quarter, shooting 2. First one, no good. And as Norwell fans say, ball don't lie. 25-22. 2 teams have combined for 20 first-half turnovers. Second free throw's good. Split the pair. 25-23. Now with 35 seconds, will Norwell try to take this down to a final shot? Rossworm gives it to Waldman. Cross-courts it to Salfrank. Salfrank will center the floor. Back down and dribble to the elbow. To Rossworm, 20 seconds. Looks like Norwell's playing for a shot. Rossworm almost got it pulled away. Now on the perimeter, Waldman with 13 seconds. Waldman pinned on the baseline to Rossworm, who's in the corner, and a timeout by Thornton. 8 seconds left in the first half. 25-23. A 2-point lead for the Norwell Lady Knights in the Class 4A state championship game. This is a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Addie Norris is going to come into the game. She's got 2 fouls, but Eric Thornton feels safe putting her into the game with Norwell inbounding. So Coach Thornton, 500-game winner. There's not many in the state of Indiana. Only 4 are active. If you missed it earlier, Belmont was a winner, 55-46 over Indianapolis Roncalli High School for the Class 3A state championship. Our 1A and 2A games were both winners that played in the same conference. Might have that situation tonight if Norwell wins. Here's the inbound. Tipped into the backcourt. Salfrank tried to get it to Rossworm, but it's deflected out of bounds at midcourt. But the Knights lost 3.5 seconds in a kind of a crazy exchange. 4.5 seconds remaining. Inbound to Green, right back to Rossworm, down to 3. Rossworm front court, goes to Norris. She'll fire it at the buzzer, and it's not close on the three-point attempt. And so that is the end of our first half. Norwell still on top, 25-23 over the undefeated Center Grove Trojans as the teams head to the locker room. We're going to come back and we'll give you our first half stats and review what happened in game number 1 of the night session with a Belmont victory in the Class 3A state championship game. That's coming up here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Once again, you're listening to play-by-play coverage of the Class 4A state championship game being presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Ready for the third quarter. Norwell will start the basketball and a 2-point lead, 25-23. Norwell shoots at the basket to my left in front of their head coach, Eric Thornton. Rossworm up top, center circle to Norris. Now Saul-Frank. Saul-Frank hands to Norris. Norris back on the court after he sit in the first half with 2 fouls. Pass outside, open shooter, Saul-Frank. 3 ball to start the second half. Norwell now 6 of 10 from behind the arc. 28-23. Pass up top, Tapak. Now it's Gilliard. Back up top to Jen. Jen pinned in the middle of the lane. Outside, Gilliard will fire and miss the 3. But Norwell didn't have position, so offensive rebound for Center Grove. Gilliard drives, puts it up on the run, and scores. Grayson Gilliard, so dangerous. Gilliard now with 8 points. Here's Waldman all the way down to the left block. Outside to Rossworm. Rossworm bounces it up top to Waldman. Waldman hands to Norris. Between the circles, Norris left wing to Rossworm. Baseline drive. Rossworm skips it. Far corner to Waldman. Shot fake, drive, pass down low, and it's knocked away from Olivia Green and stolen by Center Grove. The 11th turnover of the game for Norwell. Rebounds and turnovers, very costly for Norwell. There's Gilliard, lost it against contact, but it goes back to Center Grove. And a foul called on Norwell. And it might be the third on Addie Norris. Norris just picked up her third foul. A minute 43 into the third quarter. 28-25, inbound Center Grove. Gilliard down low. Gets outside. A 3 from the top of the key. No good by Pierce. Long rebound chased down by Center Grove. Down low it is Wagner who scores. And it's a 1-point game, 28-27. Rossworm on the dribble between the circles. Takes it right. Circles back left. Goes up strong and gets it to bank in with the left hand from the left block. Just kind of leans around the defender and gets it up there. 30-27. Long skip pass across the defense. It goes to Gilliard. Gilliard drives. Norwell holds the ground, but another offensive rebound. It's Tapak for 3. No good. This rebound, a fight for it, and it's a foul on Norwell. This one may be Rossworm. Vanessa Rossworm picks up her third foul. So you've got Norris and Rossworm, both with 3 fouls. That could be critical for Norwell. They're leading at 30-27. There's a pass deflected. Rossworm will take the free ball. Good defense by Norwell to force the turnover. Norris, top of the key. Left side, Saul-Frank to Rossworm. Rossworm is going to dribble all the way up top, down the right side of the lane, scoop it on the run, and shoot it too strong. Got her miss, and puts it in while getting fouled. Rossworm, the bucket and 1. She'll go to the free throw line and a chance to complete a 3-point play. Just didn't box out the shooter. Rossworm missed that runner on the drive down the right side of the lane, but the defender kind of flew by, and Rossworm was all alone on the putback, and she makes the free throw. Vanessa Rossworm with 14 points. Here comes Center Grove, now down by 6. On the wing, Wagner. Up top to Jen. Jen cut off, so it goes to Wagner. A 3 on the way. It's short, an air ball. Waldman collects for Norwell. Knights, front court. Rossworm, shot fake, a drive. And she's going to just force it up, and it's blocked by Gilliard. And here comes Gilliard. Gilliard all the way down the lane to the basket. Layup, no. Rebounded by Norris, and now Norwell looks to push. Pass to the wing. Waldman, 3 on the way. Got it! Unbelievable shooting by Norwell from behind the three-point line. They are 7 of 11. Up top, Jen for Center Grove. Cut off in the paint and a reach-in foul. And it's going to be called on Salfrank. And Macy Salfrank's picked up her third. Correction, her second. There's 3 on Rossworm, 3 on Norris, now 2 on Salfrank. And a throw goes through the hands of Gilliard, and Rossworm collects it. She didn't get it on the run. A putback, no good. This rebound lost by Gilliard under the basket. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Norwell that gets the basketball under their own basket. 36-27. An 8-point run after it was a 1-point game. Norwell inbounds. Rossworm gets it right side, and we've got a whistle and a timeout called by Eric Thornton. So a timeout from the Norwell bench, and it's going to be a full timeout. So the full timeout comes with 4 minutes remaining in our third quarter. It's Norwell leading it over Center Grove, 36-27. You're listening to high school basketball, the Class 4A state championship on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Halfway through the third quarter of the Class 4A state championship game, and Norwell leads at 36-27 over Center Grove. The difference of the game coming from the three-point line, where Norwell's hit 7 of 11. Center Grove just 2 of 14. Inbound for Norwell to the backcourt to Vanessa Rossworm. Norwell has never led by more than the 9-point margin. They lead it right now. On the perimeter, round the arc, it is Waldman. Waldman will drive down to the left block, outside to Rossworm on the wing. Quick trigger on the 3. Count it for Rossworm. It is a 12-point or an 11-point run and an 11-point lead, 10-point run. There's a pull-up jumper, Gilliard. It rolls off the iron, rebound tipped, and it's collected by Norwell. Salfrank, front court, gives to Rossworm. Right wing to Norris. Norris, step back, didn't take the shot, gives to Rossworm. Is this a heat check? Rossworm will drive baseline, cut off. Now looks for help and finally gets it to Salfrank. Back to Rossworm. They get out of that corner, and Rossworm drives, throws it up, and didn't get it. Swineford lost the rebound right out of her hands. It goes to Center Grove. Here's Gilliard. Little pull-up, 10 feet out, good. Defense backed off, and Gilliard pops the 10-footer. 38-29. Salfrank, corner to Waldman, all the way up top on the dribble with the left hand, hands it off to Norris. Back to the corner to Salfrank. Salfrank wants to go up the sideline, now turns, takes it to the basket, banks it, no. Swineford got a follow, but forced the ball up to the rim. It's short, rebound this time to Norwell. Norris will line up for a 3, took too much time and it was blocked. It's going to lead to a transition for Center Grove, and a 3 from Sprong is good. 38-32. 5 straight. And Rossworm forced the shot and drew contact, got bailed out. Drove down the left side of the lane. It was pretty good defense, and Rossworm just kind of threw it up toward the basket. But the foul called on Center Grove will give Vanessa Rossworm 2 free throws. Rossworm to the line with 16 points. And the first free throw's good. 17 for Rossworm. 39-32, 7-point lead for Norwell. We've got 1:57 remaining in the third quarter. And she makes that free throw. 18 points for Vanessa Rossworm. Now 7 for 8 at the free throw line. Center Grove, front court, Jin at the elbow. Baseline to Tapak. Back to Jin. Cut off. Outside Gilliard. And Gilliard got fouled shooting a 3. The foul is on Ashley Waldman. Just came out, ran square into Gilliard, lining up for that 3-point shot from the high left angle. And now Gilliard to the line to shoot 3 times. First one is no good, missed it right. Gilliard on the season, 74% at the charity stripe. Now 2 for 3 in the game. Second one. That's good. 40-33. One more coming for Grayson Gilliard. And got that. 40-34. 6-point advantage for Norwell. Full court pressure. And the Knights get it to Rossworm, who gives it up to Waldman. Waldman to Rossworm across the timeline. Rossworm turns, drives all the way to the basket, and the layup for Vanessa Rossworm. She's got 20, and the lead is 42-34 Norwell. On the perimeter, Jen takes it top of the key. Now throws back to the right wing to Pierce. Pierce, double teamed, in trouble, goes to the baseline corner to Wagner, up top to Jin. Jin with the dribble to the left elbow. Down low they go, where Gilliard powers it up against Jada Dale, and Jada Dale called for a foul. Gilliard is 5'11", Jada Dale just 5'8". So Gilliard with more free throws, 2 of them. And the first one, good. .30, 42-35. We've got 1:05 left in the third quarter. And the second one is good. 42-36. Addie Norris comes in. Jada Dale will sit down. Norwell basketball with a 6-point lead. Last minute of the third quarter. Norris, left wing to Solfrank. She'll take it all the way to the right, hand it off to Waldman, brings it back to the middle of the floor and gives to Rossworm. Back to Waldman. Waldman on the right-handed dribble. Now spins into the middle of the lane. Flips it outside to Norris. Norris, good bounce pass down low for Olivia Green, but Norris got fouled on that pass across the lane. Center Grove foul. And so Norwell will inbound from underneath the basket. 42-36, 41.7 seconds on the clock. Third quarter. Rossworm hands it to Solfrank. Brings it all the way up top, circles back to the right to Rossworm. Rossworm's going to take off. Oh, a good bounce on a no-look pass to Green. Missed it. Got it back, and on the follow, Olivia Green is fouled. Olivia Green will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. A 5'11 junior at 3.4 points per game, only a 58% free throw shooter on the season. Boom. nothing but net. And in the game, Green is now 3 for 3. Rossworm will get a break on the defensive end with 3 fouls and 30.6 seconds left in the third. 43-36, second free throw for Green. And it rims all the way around, no good. Here comes Center Grove. And they're going to call Jada Dale for a foul. She was running down the court on the hip of Mia Jin, Hannah Jin. Jin fell, and they say that Dale got a knee into her. And that's costly because that gives Dale her 4th foul. And so Norwell will have to make a substitution. Now you've got Rossworm kind of trying to figure out who all's in the game because Swineford was checked in, but she can't check in yet. So Green comes back on the court to the free throw line. Hannah Jin, 54% free throw shooter. Good. Now Rossworm and Swineford are in for Olivia Green and Addie Norris. 43-37. 26.8 seconds on the clock. Second free throw is good. So Jin connects on 2 free throws. It's a 5-point game. Norwell with the lead on the ball. Last 20 seconds of our third quarter. Rossworm near the logo. Takes it right wing, where she gives to Waldman, who will cross the court right to left. Give to Dale. Down to 10 seconds. Dale gives it to Rossworm with 7 seconds. Rossworm, the crossover, down the lane, throws it up on the run, hit the bottom of the rim. Here comes Gilliard. 3-quarter court shot is no good, and that ends our third quarter. Norwell on top, 43-38 as we go to the fourth quarter next. It is the Class 4A state championship game presented by Parkway Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. It was Belmont claiming the Class 3A state title earlier tonight with a 55-46 win over Indianapolis Roncalli. Now the Norwell Knights try to make it 2 in a row for the NEA Conference and 2 in a row for Norwell after winning the 3A title a year ago. They have a 5-point lead as we head to the fourth quarter at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis. 43-38. Norwell with the lead. Leading the way for the Norwell Lady Knights, as you'd expect, Vanessa Rossworm has 20 points on 6 of 15 shooting, 7 for 8 at the free throw line. She's added 7 rebounds. Meanwhile, nobody else in double figures, but Ashley Waldman does have 9, a perfect 3 for 3 from behind the three-point line. Norwell has connected on 7 of 12 three-pointers, while Center Grove is connected on just 3 of 15. Overall, Norwell's hit 42% of their shots, while Center Grove is connected on 34.5%. Grayson Gilliard with 14 leading Center Grove, who starts with the basketball and a 3 from the corner. No good by Gilliard, and it will go out of bounds off the rim all the way in the far corner. And the last to touch it was the shooter, Grayson Gilliard. So that will give it to Norwell. 43-38. 5-point lead for Norwell here in the fourth quarter. And it's Waldman. Oh, she just got knocked to the deck on the perimeter, and there's no foul called. Gilliard just ran into her. Waldman, good bounce pass down low for Green, who missed the bunny. But the rebound out of bounds, and it was touched by Norwell. So it will belong to Center Grove. Boy, a beautiful drive and dish on a bounce pass to a wide open Olivia Green, who didn't connect from in close. Tapak. And it's poked away by Rossworm. Here's Waldman. Waldman to Norris in the backcourt. Norris across the timeline right. Centers the floor, gives to Salfrank. Salfrank to the right wing, circles back to the middle of the floor. Up top between the circles to Rossworm. Crossover to the foul line, cut off. Outside it goes to Norris. Norris Takes it right elbow. Up top, Solfrank. Quick trigger on a three and fired up an air ball. Taken underneath the basket by Grayson Gilliard. And now Gilliard in the open court drives all the way to the basket. And the layup, no good. Rebound tipped, and it's going to be grabbed by Norwell's Addie Norris. Here comes Norris. 3-on-2 to Waldman. The trailer is Rossworm. She makes the catch near the logo. Rossworm surveys, drives all the way to the basket. There's a collision, and they'll call an offensive foul on Vanessa Rossworm, and it's her fourth foul. Not a lot of contact there. I think that was more anticipation because Rossworm drove hard, but then the last step, she went more vertical to get the shot up, and there was very minor contact. But they called the offensive foul, and now Rossworm plays with 4 fouls with 6:20 remaining. Kick out for Center Grove. A three for Pierce is good. 43-41. We have a 2-point game. Rossworm front court to Norris. Norwell trying to hold on. Here's Solfrang. She fires her three. Bounces around. It's no good. Rebound Center Grove. And here comes Gilliard. Gilliard front court. Lobs it out. A three for the lead. Short. Offensive rebound, and the putback underneath by Mackenzie Pierce is good. And it's all tied up 43-43. And Eric Gordon needs to take a timeout. Norwell with both Swineford and Green at 6'1" and 5'11" in the game, and nobody boxed out. And so Mackenzie Pierce at 5'8" snuck in, got the offensive rebound and the putback, and that has been a problem for Norwell. The offensive rebounds and the points off of rebounds. 18 second chance points in this game for Center Grove. They've got 12 offensive rebounds. This is a full timeout, but we will keep it here. Remind you that boys sectionals begins this week. Teams in our area will tip off on Tuesday. We'll be present for semifinal action on Friday at Huntington North in the Class 4A sectional. We will have Homestead versus Southside, and then Huntington North taking on Wayne. Taking our local teams all the way to state championship Saturday. And of course, we always appreciate the sponsors that are a part of our journey. And a big thanks to those that help make these games happen, covering travel expenses and the equipment, the fees involved with the equipment, the fees involved with broadcast rights. It is not a cheap venture, and we couldn't do it without the wonderful support of our sponsors, who you are hearing throughout the night, including Parkview Sports Medicine, Kester's Sales, Pizza Hut, always a terrific partner with our high school sports coverage. If you would like to be a part of our community effort to bring high school sports to the ears of our listeners, please give us a call at the radio station. Norwell will inbound. A tie ball game and a throwaway. Rossworm threw it right to Gilliard on the inbound. Center Grove, a chance to lead. We've only had 2 lead changes in the entire game. Tapak to Gilliard. Extra pass into the corner to Jin. Back up to Gilliard. Gilliard to Tapak. Open shooter. It is Pierce. 3-pointer. Mackenzie Pierce. Great ball movement, set up the open shot, and now Rossworm got knocked to the deck. She's dribbling, and she throws it away. Pierce to the basket, layup, no good. Offensive rebound, Gilliard scores and gets fouled. Norwell Norwell fans unhappy because every time a Center Grove player's gone to the deck, there's been a whistle. Norwell's gone to the deck 2 or 3 times here in the second half and no whistle. Going to put Rossworm in a tough spot. And she ended up turning it over for the 8th time in the game. Now Gilliard at the line trying to finish up a 3-point play. Got it. And just like that, it's a 6-point advantage for Center Grove with only 5 minutes left. 49-43. Here's Rossworm to the left wing. Crosses over, gives to Salfrank. Center Grove, they know how to win. They've won every game they've played. Rossworm, the 3. It's no good. Rebound goes to Center Grove. Trojans left to right with Gilliard. Giving it to Tapak. Tapak on the wing. That time they close on Pierce. Don't let her have another triple. Now Tapak gives to Gilliard. Between the circles. Clock down to 4.5 minutes. Pass on the wing. And Sprong gives it up high to Gilliard. Gilliard flips it out to Pierce. Extra pass to Tapak. Tapak splits 2 defenders. Now picks it up at the elbow. Up top to Gilliard. Gilliard into the middle of the zone. And we've got a whistle and a timeout's called by Center Grove. It comes with 4:08 remaining, and the Trojans have a 6-point lead over Norwell. An 8-point run by Center Grove. And a timeout called. We will take a break. You're listening to the Class 4A State Championship game from Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. With 4:08 left, Center Grove 49, Norwell 43. And this is high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. From downtown Indianapolis, the Class 4A State Championship game. It is Norwell now trailing Center Grove 49-43, and the Trojans will inbound from underneath their basket. Inbound will be Tapak. Tapak looks, throws up top to Wagner. Extra pass to Pierce. Far corner to Tapak. They close on her. They've got her doubled. Dale reaches in to tie it up, and that is a tie-up, and the arrow points to Norwell. Lady Knights will get the basketball. Norwell has hit 7 of 15 three-pointers, but they've missed their last 4. Center Grove has hit 2 of their last 4, and that's been the difference here in the fourth quarter. Jada Dale on the dribble to the foul line, backs down, throws outside, and it's Salfrank. Salfrank up top, hands to Rossworm. Here's Rossworm. Working with 20 points. Rossworm to Dale. Jada Dale with 3.5 minutes left. And a whistle. And it's a hand check foul. Norwell's been knocked to the deck 2 or 3 times. That time Dale just reverses her dribble. And they call this little touch with the hand check. So Norwell will inbound. That is the first foul, and a bad pass. It's over the top to Gilliard for the layup. Just a bad giveaway by Norwell, and all of a sudden it is all Center Grove, 51-43. Salfrank, top of the key to Waldman. Who's got the courage to take the big shot here? It's Waldman, a turnaround with the right hand, and she left it short. And here comes Center Grove. Gilliard will hold up, set the offense. Give to Jen. Jen outside to Gilliard. Grayson Gilliard, the Davidson recruit. Back to Jen. Jen will drive, stop at the foul line, go outside to Gilliard. No hurry to shoot. Gilliard will drive and get the edge all the way to the basket. And it's a 10-point lead for Center Grove. 53-43. Timeout Norwell. How has this game gone? It is now 15-0. in the fourth quarter. Advantage Center Grove. Norwell led it 43-38 starting our fourth quarter. And Center Grove has owned the first 5 minutes and 27 seconds of our final frame. 2 minutes, 33 seconds left. The Class 4A state championship. Norwell making their third straight championship game appearance. The first two in Class 3A. This their first attempt at a 4A title. And Norwell has led for most of this game. In fact, starting the fourth quarter, this even goes back to with 4 minutes left. Norwell had led 24-42. Center Grove 1 minute and 33 seconds. Norwell has been in control of this game throughout, but not here in the fourth quarter. 15-0 run for Center Grove, and a 53-43 advantage for the undefeated Center Grove Trojans. I do have to say, I think Norwell has as many people here as Center Grove. It's very close as far as size of the crowd. Center Grove, just outside of Greenwood, only about a 30-minute drive into downtown. We're going to be back to action with 2:33 on the clock, a 10-point game. Norwell to inbound. Norris. Backcourt to Rossworm. Vanessa Rossworm. Top of the key. Will drive, will force up a shot, and the foul is on the floor before she got the shot up. That is the second foul of the fourth quarter whistled against Center Grove. 2:25 to play. Still a 10-point Center Grove lead. 53-43. Norwell to inbound under the basket. And a bad inbound pass. Oh, Rossworm got lucky. That was not a good inbound, and it got knocked away, but it went out of bounds. So Rossworm will get another chance with it, baseline. Throws up top. Pass to Green, hand off to Rossworm. She wanted to shoot the three, couldn't. Has to give it off to Solfrank. Solfrank backing down right side of the lane. Little pull-up banker. Good for Solfrank. That cuts the lead to 8 with 2:11 and the clock running. Grayson Gilliard, front court. Gilliard can't throw it over the middle. Throws to the wing. They're going to trap. And Pierce gets out of the trap and a turnover. The pass from Pierce to Wagner goes out of bounds, and it was off Wagner, so Norwell gets the ball. An 8-point game with 1:58 remaining. Does Norwell have a late rally? They needed one to win the sectional against Homestead. Now another bad pass, but Rossworm goes and gets it back. Now Solfrank, three on the way. Got it! That cuts it to 5, 53-48. Tapak, front court for Center Grove. Picks up the dribble to Gilliard near the logo, and Gilliard is fouled. The foul will be on Ashley Waldman, 5'8" senior for the Norwell Lady Knights. Norwell with a number of seniors playing their final game in a Norwell uniform, and what a run it has been during their careers. Many of them had to wait for a couple of seasons until they were juniors before they got on the floor. Here's Pierce up top to Tapak. Minute 24. And a strip and a steal. Here comes Norwell. Rossworm, cross-court pass to Waldman, back to Rossworm. Rossworm from the elbow, backing down, spinning. Goes up, puts it up with the left hand, got it! We've got a one-possession game, 53-50, with a minute 2 and the clock running. Front court, Gilliard. Gilliard still on the dribble. They're going to double team her. She finds Wagner, far side to Tapak, up top to Jen. Jen on the dribble, outside to Gilliard. On the wing to Pierce. Cross-court pass, and it's stolen. Waldman, layup. Good, and it's a one-point game with 37 seconds. 53-52, a 9-point run by the Norwell Lady Knights. 29 seconds, Gilliard front court. Gilliard, crossover, a drive, missed the shot, but an offensive rebound, and then a foul. Norwell foul with 22.2 seconds. The foul is going to be the 5th, I believe, on Addie Norris. Nope, it's the 4th on Norris. So it's going to be 2 free throws. I don't know how they're shooting. And a miss. Didn't look like a shot, looked like the rebound, and it's only the 4th foul on Norwell. But it's a 1-point game with 22.2 seconds left. Wagner's second free throw is good. Now it's a 2-point game, 22.2 seconds. Norwell would be happy to see this game go overtime. After trailing by 10 with just a couple of minutes left, they've had a furious rally here late. A 9-1 run has made it a 2-point game with 22.2 seconds. There is a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. So a quick one. Teams will come back out of the huddles. The possession arrow points to Center Grove. The fouls are 4-2. Norwell with 4, Center Grove with only 2. So Center Grove does have a couple of fouls to give. Norwell had an 11-point lead in the third quarter. Center Grove a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. And now Norwell with a final possession, perhaps. Down by 2. We've got the last 22 seconds. Rossworm front court. Rossworm, long 3. No good. Offensive rebound, and Green got fouled on the putback. Olivia Green, a 5'11 junior, 58% of the season at the free throw line. She is 3 for 4 in the game. She needs both of them to tie the score with 13.3 seconds. Big free throws for Norwell. The first one up, no good. Shot it too strong, hit the back rim, and bounced straight out. Still a 2-point Center Grove lead. Green with a second free throw. It's up. Got it. 54-53. And a foul immediately on the inbound. Gilliard is fouled. And so Grayson Gilliard will go to the free throw line with a 1-point lead. Even if she makes both, Norwell, who has shot 3 so well tonight, would have a chance. Gilliard, 7 for 8 in the game at the free throw line, 74% on the season. 54-53, Center Grove up by 1. Gilliard shooting 2. First free throw, good. Gilliard with her 22nd point. That matches her with Vanessa Rossworm for game high. Second free throw is good. It rolled in. 56-53. Last 12 seconds. Rossworm front court timeout. Eric Thornton and Norwell. This will be a full timeout with 8.6 seconds. Center Grove up by 3. Norwell to inbound. When we return, it's high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. What a way to end the day of state championship games here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. A terrific Class 4A matchup between unbeaten Center Grove and the defending 3A state champion, Norwell Knights. With 8.6 seconds left, Center Grove 56, Norwell 53. Norwell needs a three-pointer to force overtime. They are 8 of 17 in the game from 3. Here's the inbound, and they'll get it to Rossworm. Quickly to Salfrank. Now Waldman. Waldman will give it to Salfrank. The 3, missed it. Long rebound goes to Center Grove, and the clock gets to 0, and that's the ball game. Salfrank got the look, but line drive, her three-point attempt at the buzzer. And Center Grove celebrates a Class 4A state championship. Heartbreak for Norwell for the second time in 3 years. The Lady Knights get to the state championship game and come up short. 2 years ago it was in 3A. Last year the 3A state champions with a win over Greensburg, and now Norwell the state runner-ups in Class 4A. But what a career it has been for Addie Norris, Ashley Waldman, Larkin Smith, who we didn't see tonight, Macy Salfrank, Vanessa Rossworm, and Jada Dale. The seniors for this Norwell squad that have had an unbelievable 4-year run with the Norwell program and a great 2-year run when most of them got significant playing time. So it is going to be time to cut down the nets and celebrate for Center Grove. The number 2 ranked team in the state finishes it off. The first undefeated state champion in any class since 2013. It's been 13 years since anybody has run the entire table throughout the season. Center Grove finishes it off 29-0. For Norwell, they will wrap up with a 25-5 record. And their 12-game winning streak snapped here in the state championship game. We'll take a timeout, and then we'll come back here to Gainbridge and finish things up for the day. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Class 4A state championship game goes to Center Grove 56-53 over Norwell. Norwell finished off with 22 points by Vanessa Rossworm, 11 from Macy Salfrank, 11 from Ashley Waldman. They got 6 from Olivia Green, 3 from Jada Dale. And for the game, Norwell shoots 40.5%, but they did hit 8 of 18 three-pointers. They just needed to hit the 9th of the 18. The last three-pointer that could have tied it and sent it to overtime came up short, front rim, and Norwell falls short. Center Grove 29-0. They were led by the 23 points of Grayson Gilliard, who hit 9 of 10 at the free throw line. 23 points, 9 rebounds in the game for Gilliard. As Center Grove out-rebounded Norwell 30-20, including 14 offensive rebounds, and won the battle of second chance points 21-9. Not really a big difference in this ball game for the Center Grove Trojans. Well, the game earlier went to Belmont in Class 3A, 55-46 over Roncalli. Norwell couldn't make it 2 in a row for the NE8, but hey, what a showing by our Fort Wayne area teams. Fremont Falls in 1A, You have Belmont winning it in 3A and Norwell just short here in 4A to wrap up the day. They are now giving out the Mental Attitude Award. I don't know if we can pick up the PA announcement or not, but we'll try to see. With so many seniors,
the name of the recipient, we invite her parents to join her on the arena floor.
They've got so many seniors on Norwell, there might be a chance that it is a Norwell player.
This student was nominated by her athletic director, principal, and coach, and excelled in mental attitude, athletic ability, scholarship, and leadership. The winner of the 2026 Patricia L. Roy Mental Attitude Award for Class 4A Girls Basketball is Macy Salford.
Well, hopefully that clears the tears from her eyes. Missed the three-pointer. And I'm sure she'd rather have the shot than the Mental Attitude Award. But it is a prestigious honor to be selected as the Mental Attitude Award winner. And so Macy Salfrank from Norwell wins it in Class 4A. Well, that will wrap it up. Big thanks to all of our sponsors that helped to provide our basketball coverage today. Thanks to Adam Lundy back in the studio. Long day of pushing buttons on a Saturday. I am Brett Rump. Again, our final score in the Class 4A state championship game. Center Grove defeats Norwell 56-53. You have been listening to high school basketball live at the state championships at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.